Hello, my name is Dominic Underhallhouse and welcome to another episode of Moonbreaker. In today's episode, I just want to do a quick unit spotlight on my favourite unit in the current meta of the game. It's something that I find it really hard to put any list together without putting her in it. And today I just wanted to talk very briefly about Aria. So, Aria, if you're not familiar with her, let's find her first of all. I thought this was going to be so smooth, but we'll leave it like this. Aria is a ranged unit. She's 4 cost, she's got ambush, stillness, and 7 health with 4 speed. So if you're not too familiar with Moonbreaker, leadership is how much she costs. We've got Cinder over here, which is activated ability. This is how much Cinder she generates per turn. Movement 4, which there's not a huge sort of disparity in movement so far, but she is at movement 4, so pretty reasonable. But the important part of Aria is how you can get use out of her in a game. So, one of the things that exists in the game at the moment, there is a lot of things that reduce accuracy, whether it be the terrain, the map that you're playing on. There's things like you've got you've got Zuna. Zuna's ability field that she places down reduces accuracy as well. Firing through your own units reduces accuracy. So, Stillness gaining 75% accuracy is amazing. It can sometimes ignore those debuffs entirely, like things like Torian Guardian. You can ignore that debuff pretty much fully. However, if you just have to place her down normally, you may still just find yourself without a firing lane, no angle to get to. Where Aria really shines is making good use of ambush. So what we're going to have a look at is how you can use ambush in games to score you a few more points. So in this situation, we've got a few different choices of what we want to do to deal with the opponent's board. Now, we know we're not going to be able to kill everything here. We've already shot with our Deadeye, we've dealt a couple of damage to their Deadeye, and we need to start chipping away at them or finding a way to score more points. So the interesting thing with Aria here is having ambush, and this is a really early drop. This is only turn 2. We were going second, so we were able to deploy a unit, have enough leadership left to deploy one more, and we can choose a bunch of different things in this scenario. So the first of all, with having ambush means we can deploy anywhere. If we're just deploying in our normal range, so we went for Furia, there is not a single angle where we can get a good line of sight onto their Torian Guardian if that's what we wanted to do. So this is the best we can do at 61%. It's really, that's all there is. There's nowhere else we could go. So if that was something that we really wanted to start putting some damage down, Aria can go absolutely anywhere. We can get all the way up to in engagement range, close physical base-to-base contact. We can go a little bit of distance away, and then the other side of things is they're going to score points on this objective. So if we wanted to stop them scoring points, we could deploy Aria behind here. We'll be protected. We can take shots over there, or we can go for another approach and just deploy Aria in this direction and try and get points ourselves. Now the other interesting thing is we've got a couple of Cinder left here. So what I'm going to do is if we find an angle over here, we can just put it just about touching there. There's no good angle onto that Deadeye, and that's what we've been working towards. But what we'll do is we'll pop ourselves just down here, and we're going to take this objective and use Stillness. So now, if we have a look at these, so we're too far away to get a good shot onto Deadeye, but we've got 100% accuracy onto any of these 3 units, and it's things like this that make Aria just incredibly valuable in these sort of games, because you can just pick things out of any scenario that you want, and just you choose exactly what you want to damage at any point in time. It's almost impossible for your opponent to stop you without using something like a Sevria themselves or something like that. So for this game, all we'll do is pop a little bit of the captain, but Aria is the only unit that would have allowed us to do that at this point in the game. So we're in the same game, we're 1 turn later, and in this situation, Aria's taken damage. So Aria no longer has Stillness, but Stillness does last forever until you either move or take damage. So if you can sit in one spot, you can keep ticking it up turn after turn after turn and get really effective use out of one use of the ability. But in this situation, we're looking at things here. We've got a 91% chance to hit over on their Deadeye, but that's the unit we really want to kill, and for now it's 55%. But do we want to go close? No, because we're in range of their Chuck and Co. We're going to be even closer to their Torian, who is going to be able to get in range anyway. We want to just keep our safety as much as possible. So with Torian getting all of this movement, what we're going to do is move even further back, make sure we're out of range of Torian. We can use our Stillness, and we can still get the shot all the way up here onto their Deadeye, allowing us, like no other unit would, to move in here, get our spin, take our shot with this Deadeye, and hopefully finish off the unit. So again, more and more situations where Aria is the only unit able to do exactly those things. So, in this game, we've already deployed our Maximus since we last had a look, managed to steal us a point. We've gained a point down here, and they're now contesting on multiple points. Now the thing to bear in mind is that we've had Aria here. This is now, I think, Aria's third turn on this point, so it's the second time scoring us points. So we're actually 2 victory points ahead of where we would be if we didn't have a unit that could get over here. So now, if there was a way of us killing 2 units this turn, we would be able to do so and end the game nearly immediately. So what we can do is we can just use our Sword of Justice here, get a bit of damage in. We can bring in one of our other units, so we've got Peacemaker Balam, Switchback, that sort of thing, try and do a bit of damage, and from here we can carry on using Stillness, because we haven't moved whatsoever, with 100% accuracy on the nearest unit and still only 85 on the one that's further away. We're going to go for this, take that hit, kill that unit, and if we had something along the lines of a... Oh, we missed! We missed with this at least, but that's quite entertaining because at least it wasn't Aria that missed. But using these abilities and all this in conjunction, we can start clearing up the enemy units and starting to find ways to really just push through far, far more than we could in any other situation. So for now, hopefully that's given you an idea of how Aria works, how you can make a good use of her, and have a little bit of fun with the model herself. And for now, we're not going to win this game immediately, but we will be able to in the next couple of turns. So if we're going to leave you there, if you love Aria as much as I do, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, join on Patreon. If you love these little spotlight videos, I'm going to try and do a few more of them. It would be great to hear from you who you want to see next. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and most importantly, have a good day.